This is Steve Moore. This is a house this lady has had bees before, and she's 1,000 times more likely to get them again. Today we're dealing with boxed overhangs. This particular boxed overhang, as you can tell, has got this pegboard. Bees will go through a 1/4 inch hole. This boxed overhang is all hollow. The insulation in the ceiling stops at the inside edge of this boxed overhang. So she's had bees, so we're gonna fix these. These are a pain in the butt because of all these holes. These holes are technically there for ventilation, so really you want to keep the holes. So what we're gonna do is take them apart. Scout bees are the bees that find homes. They don't put forth the energy to chew through anything to see if a cavity is there. But they will go through a 1/4 inch hole. So this is the ultimate solution. As you can see, I tacked fiberglass insulation on all these. Why? Well, the fiberglass, because bees, a few things bees require in a cavity. One thing is a way in. The other thing, they take into account the temperature and everything. But one thing they need is they prefer to use gravity, so they need a solid plane to mount comb to. So they prefer to mount comb to the nearest horizontal plane or stable plane closest to the entrance. It's more economical for them. So I've stapled fiberglass to the horizontal planes. Therefore, now the bees cannot use it to mount comb, and makes this area much less attractive. And then because they want the ventilation, I'm gonna staple some screen up in here. You gotta plug it all up once you got it open. But this is the ultimate solution. It's in there too. Right, sealing for bees, it's not hard, it's tedious. You just have to find all the little holes and seal them up. Here's a place that you probably wouldn't think of, but I have seen bees in here before. Right there. Now the problem is these can go down into the block. The block is open, you can put your fingers around here. So what do you do with that? Stuff it with insulation. So there you go. Now it's stuffed with insulation. The bees will not chew on insulation. They don't like insulation. So right there, 3 minutes of your time and 5 cents in fiberglass just saves yourself, you know, $100 at least. Test your powers of observation. Bees will go through a 1/4 inch hole and they'll go into the cells of block that are hollow. You see any way that they can get into the block around there? You see any holes at all? Bigger than a 1/4 inch? You know, in dealing with this bee stuff is just so incredibly difficult. You know, it's so complicated. You know, my God, you have to stuff insulation in this gap. My God, that took me, what, 10 minutes? It's just so hard to do. It's just incredibly difficult. You know, you got to come up with your own tools sometimes to do this stuff. Inventions, you know, stick. And so, you know, it's just so hard to do. It's just, whew, I'm exhausted. Okay, this one's a little easier. Who can tell me where the hole is? She's a beaut. There, this one with the trost is stuffed with silicone, or stuffed with fiberglass and silicone for now. Fireplace. And all the time, down at the corner, where this tin runner is where the bees get in.